Hey everybody, I'm KK.
I'm Kristen.
Together we are
KK Crochet.
Welcome back. This is take 2. We've done this video once and then for some reason it didn't record. And we paused a couple of times in the middle and I know it was recording. We'll see. Hopefully this one works. So this is a catch-all for the end of the year. There were things that I wanted to do in 2024 that I didn't get to do. And so the last couple of weeks, that's what I've been doing. Taking my time to make the things I wanted to make. For whatever reason. And so this one that Kristen's going to show is a doll blanket for my granddaughter's 18-inch doll. And I think it ended up being 10 inches wide and about 13 inches long. I looked up a size and that's what it said it should be. So this is C to C, and this is with the mandala ombre yarn that I bought to make her Christmas blanket with. So she has and loves her Christmas blanket. And so this is not an exact replica of hers. Hers started with the light and went to the darker
And then
back to the light. And this is all that was left of the dark. So I just did a different version and kind of put it together the best I could with what I had left. And I still have a little tiny ball left, but I thought that would go with her doll and be a memory of the blanket that she had. And then I have a dear friend that works with children, and her favorite color is sparkle. Anything that glitters and sparkles. So I have wanted to make her a Somebunny. She's been a really good encouragement for Kristen as she's gone to college, and she has adopted Kristen as her she's adopted her to encourage her through her first year of college. How about that? So every time anybody has a birthday, she posts something with glitter on it and says happy birthday, happy sparkly.
Hope it sparkles as much as you do or something like that.
Yeah. And so and she's been through a rough time. So I thought that maybe she deserved a Somebunny, and so that's what I made. And this one is smaller. Here is my original Somebunny. You can see the size difference. And then here is Ellie the elephant that Sadita gifted me. And if you turn Ellie around, you see her tail. And then you turn Sparkles around and you see her tail. And so I was inspired by Sanita to make a different kind of tail. And mine's still different than hers. I didn't see. That's cute.
Yeah, she has a longer one.
I wish I'd have done that. Well, hers is an elephant, though.
He has to have a longer tail.
Okay, I get it.
And then she embroidered the eyes.
Yeah, and that's by Cassandra at Craftably Ever After. She has an embroidery tutorial that I'll try to remember to drop down below. And so they're about the same, I think.
I think so.
But here's what I did. But this is the original that I made. And what I did to make this one different, the pink one, I knew this is discontinued. Whoops.
Thought you were grabbing it.
This is discontinued. I love this yarn from Hobby Lobby. Both the pink and the white that's on the paws and the tail. And very sparkly, as you can see. And the tail and the feet are too.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
this is very sparkly. I don't know why it's not picking it up, but it's super
sparkly.
sparkly.
But anyway, there you go. So anyway, I knew as I got started that I was concerned I didn't have enough pink. I had used the pink for something else, so I knew it was not a complete skein. And I knew, being Hobby Lobby, that it's not as much as I'm used to having in a skein, like for
Red Heart.
Red Heart, yeah. So I decided ahead of time that I needed to be conservative with the yarn so that she could be mostly pink. And so what I did on the grow rounds, the ones that are like
increase rounds.
Yeah, no, not increase rounds. Not the ones where you increase and add stitches. The grow rounds that are the same over and over and over, like 24 single crochet in a round, like for 5 rows or whatever. I took out 3 rounds on, I think it was.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the white part.
No. On the body, I think I took out 3 rounds. I'm not for sure. But I know whatever it was, I counted it up and I took off several. And then on the head, on those rounds, I did the same thing. And on the ears and on the legs. And then I got down, because I did the body and the head first. I think I might have done the ears next. When I did the legs, I thought, oh, I'm really in trouble. So I did, on the arms, I did 2 rounds of white. And on the legs, they were the last, I did 3 rounds of white to make sure I still had enough. And I think I ended up with just a little tiny ball of yarn left, like maybe between a golf ball and a baseball size. So, yeah, it was not going to be enough to do. It would not have been enough to do the full bunny. But I appreciate this size. He's compact and I like him. I kind of think maybe I sewed him on backwards and his belly is back here, but I don't know. It doesn't matter. He's beautiful. She's beautiful regardless. And I love her. And I almost want to keep her, but I'm not going to. I'm sending her on because she has a home. And I just love the sparkles. I have decided that sparkles is my new favorite color too, because I've done some sparkly ornaments. I did this in sparkles. I did a stocking in sparkles partially.
Sparkles, I have a sparkle in my eye.
So I really like this, and like I said, her name is Sparkles, and there you can see the embroidered eye. I'm still working on those, but I really like Cassandra's tutorial for that. I didn't want to do safety eyes because I didn't know if she was going to use this around children, and so I'm going to send her the story of the Somebunny and drop this off to her where she can get a surprise. So I think she'll appreciate it. All right, so then I received in the mail, we had talked during a trivia about our favorite Christmas movie, and you all know I love just about all of them. And even the ones I don't like, there's some nostalgic moments in them that I really like. The Christmas Story is not my favorite, but I really like the leg lamp and the pink bunny suit and the "you'll shoot your eye out." We went to the movie theater locally to watch Christmas Vacation, and that was fun. We had to leave early. A friend that went with me had a health issue and had to leave, so that's okay. We didn't stay and watch it all. I was ready to come home. I wasn't feeling the best, so that was okay. But I did enjoy what part we got to see at the movie theater. That was a lot of fun. That's our annual tradition. We do it every year. And so then I told you all that my favorite Christmas movie, one of them, but the one I couldn't find, because I have a lot of them on DVD. I have Charlie Brown's Christmas. I have Elf. I have Home Alone. I think I have all of
you
those.
have all the Home Alones. You have Charlie Brown Christmas. You have The Grinch. How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Polar Express. Do we have that one?
I don't think we do. Maybe we do.
I can't remember about Polar Express. But I didn't have this one. 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, and this is about the town who has to convince Santa Claus to come see them because somebody, I'm not mentioning any names, wrote some really nasty words in a letter telling him that he was a myth and that he was a fraud. I really, really like him a lot. I don't normally say that mice are adorable, but he's adorable. This was released in 1974, which was the year I was born, and I love this nostalgic Santa. I just love stuff like that. So I haven't opened it. Thank you, Linda, very much. Linda sent this to me. I haven't opened it. I wanted to show it first, and then I figured I would get to watch it after Christmas. It came on Christmas Eve, but we were running back and forth and doing everything, and I wanted to share this with my kids because they've never seen it either.
Nope,
so
I'm excited to watch it.
I'm looking forward to that. All right, so Somebunny Doll Blanket Movie. Comments. What happened to the comments? Several of you I have commented on your comments on YouTube. So what had happened was I used to look at comments from the drop down menu on YouTube and see, who had commented, and it would show everything. And then they, I think, kind of split that up, and then it changed to like mentions and then comments and then videos that were up, new videos or lives. And so I went to using email to be able to sort through those. But part of the time in email, I would get a comment and then go to comment on it, and it was gone. And so either it had been deleted or it just wasn't filtering back, whatever. And I did have, I do know that there are some comments I found out halfway through the year that are held. I had a comment that was held, and I went through and tried to release it so it would show. And I don't know if it was deleted by the person or what, but it then did not show up at all. So I don't know. But anyway, I did find as I was going through the other day on YouTube Studio, I use the app for YouTube Studio, that there is a section that says responses. Hold on. I don't want to tell you wrong so that you know. There is a section under comments that says, when you go to view all, responses with new replies. I thought that was a new thing, but I looked it up and it says it happened in 2023. Now, I'm not sure when I started using YouTube Studio. It might have been around that time. But this is like if we post a video and Kristen comments and then I comment and then somebody else comments again or she comments back. That third comment is a reply to responses. A response to replies. Whatever I said it was.
A comment without any
responses with
new replies.
Responses with new replies. And it was not showing up under when I normally filter by published, and I have not responded. Not showing up under those at all. It shows up under responses with new replies. Okay, that's great. Why do you do that? Why do you not just include that things I haven't responded to? Because here's the kicker. When I go to those now, by the way, this was 9 months of comments that I missed. And I'll tell you some of them here in a minute. But when I go back and I'll hit the like button and I hit a heart on it, it still shows up as things that were responses to replies or replies to responses. Whatever. Responses with new replies. It doesn't even make sense when you have to say it. I can't even remember. That's crazy. So here's the thing. It's not removing itself once I like and heart it. Any other time on there, you would think that would take that off. I always try when we get a comment to respond. I respond to all of them. It may be a heart like in the comment section. I may hit the comment and just type a heart. It doesn't mean that I don't see it, and it doesn't mean that I don't care. It means that I've read what you said, and I love you. And if something needed to be answered, I answer it. But there were so many comments that, a lot of them were comments where you say something, I respond, and then you sent back a heart. I would still go back and like and heart that heart. I hadn't seen them. Tons of them, 9 months worth. Some of them were things with a deadline, a timeline that was very important that I missed. There were prayer requests that I completely missed that were crucial, and that breaks my heart. It really does. Because I didn't respond. It looked like I didn't care. And you all know better than that. But it makes me feel bad that it looked that way. And then when I did respond, it just made me feel bad. So then there were things that you all had sent and said, hey, I'm sending you something in the mail. Or I would like to send you something in the mail. Would that be okay? I totally missed them. There were things where people commented and other people commented down below things I needed to know. I missed it. I'm very aggravated at myself and at the system. So I don't know what the best way is to do it. A lot of times in emails, the email seems to be delayed to get the comments to you. So that doesn't work for me. Plus, when I click on it, a lot of times it won't go back to the original. I'll have to still go back and search for the comment. I don't like that. So on YouTube Studio, I know that they have a delay in telling you how many subscribers and all that kind of stuff is on there. And how many watch hours and all that kind of stuff. But it appears that to me that there's also a delay in comments on the email side. So I went to YouTube Studio to keep up currently so I'd know, hey, that's the most recent data that I'm talking to people. That's their most recent comments and that kind of thing. I don't know. I'm trying really hard to keep up with it. 9 months is not okay. 9 months of stuff that I didn't know was there is not okay. For the longest time, I didn't know about a held comment. A held comment is because you say something and YouTube says, whoa, no, you can't say that. Or, whoa, no, they may not want you to say that. So they hold it for us to approve it. 99% of those that I've ever gotten had nothing wrong with them. But there have been lots of comments that had something wrong with them that did not get flagged. Do better. I'm just saying. There have been some comments that were mean, rude, and nasty. And they should have been taken down and they slipped through. Don't know how that happened and I had to remove them. that really aggravates me. Because if you are flagging somebody for saying something, like, sometimes I think it's because there's lots of emojis in them or something. I don't know. If you're flagging somebody for that many emojis or for using a word that you don't think they should use, but you can't flag, you can't flag somebody for saying something negative about somebody and basically bullying somebody on here, that's crud. Anyway, off my soapbox. But, yeah, so that's what's going on with the comments. I apologize to those that I missed. I'm truly sorry. It's not my intention to ever miss them. Ever. Any of them. But especially, too, when it's something that's a prayer request or something that's crucial or you need to know something. So there is an email address in the description box, and I will continue to leave that there where you can get straight through. Emails come through from you, obviously, and they don't say YouTube, so it's easier for me to see and flag those. My addresses are set up so that YouTube comes in separately and is posted to a separate box, so that way I can see those separately. But anyway, I don't know what the best way is to do that. I'm trying, and I cannot check YouTube notifications and go through all the emails and check the YT studio. There's no way. And it would be triplicate of everything I was trying to do. So I'm hoping that in the new year that they get things set up so it is cohesive and, that it makes sense and everything comes through. In a perfect world, your comments would come in, you would comment on them, and then it would say you had commented on them. And when you get a new reply, it would say that there was a new comment. Why are you saying that it's a reply to responses?
Response with new replies.
Whatever. See? I can't. No. I understand. I responded. It has a new reply. Just say there's a new comment. It is a comment on a reply. Craziness. So I don't know. Hopefully they work out the bugs.
Hopefully.
I don't like it, but who am I? So whatever. I will go back to doing the drop-down menu on YouTube and seeing if I can keep up with that. The thing is, if there are tons of comments, I feel like they're going to get buried, and they don't all show there all the time either. I've had comments. I had problems this year where someone said, I have commented on your video and commented on your video and commented on your video, and I was never able to see it. I don't know what happened. I have no idea. And I said, well, you're surely not blocked. I know that for sure. So I don't know what's going on. Anybody else have this issue? Your comments don't show up when you comment, or somebody's missing your comments. I mean, I missed some very critical things that really needed to be addressed, and I apologize for that. And like I said, the email is down below in the description box. You are always free to reach out to me. Yeah. So I spent over an hour the other day, somewhere between 1 and 2 hours, trying to answer all of those. So if you got a ton of notifications that said, somebody liked your comment, somebody liked your comment, somebody liked your comment, that was me. And if it goes back 9 months ago, then that was me. I was trying to go back and make sure that everything was accounted for. And at first I just thought, well, it's, where you comment, I say something back and respond, then you leave a heart. But I still want to like and heart those. And I do that for everything. And to let you know we love you and we see you and we're thinking of you. And then, like I said, as I went further and found comments about bumblebees, comments about yarn, comments about prayer, comments about questions, about patterns, about everything. And I'm just really, really at a loss to try and figure out. I guess the lesson that I learned is when I'm commenting on something, if somebody else has commented, I'm going to go back and make my own comment because otherwise it's going to get lost in the shuffle. But I like to respond to other people. Like if other content creators have said, who've created a video and somebody comments and I like what they're saying or have input, I like to respond to that person. But in doing so, a lot of times the content creator may not see it. Or at least this content creator didn't see it. I don't understand. And I don't go back and pull up each video and look at the comments all the time. Like I said, I go back especially for Vlogmas, when we were videoing every day, which is a lot, by the way. If you did that, kudos to you. Christmas came and I said that's enough. No, I don't know that that's, I don't know. I enjoyed getting out. I enjoyed the smaller videos. I did enjoy that. What about you?
I did. I liked what we were doing with the kindness and the trivia.
I did, but the every day was a lot. And kudos to those that do that. I understand why you do it. But whew, it's a lot. It's a lot. And it's a lot to watch. And I get that. Because I had several that on my radar that I watch who were doing Vlogmas, and I failed at getting to all their stuff. The first year I feel like I completely failed at that because I always tried to go back and watch it, but I would be in front of the computer or the phone or the TV 24/7 in order to do that. And it just was not possible. And so it is what it is. And I try my best to get through and watch. And a lot of times, if I can't watch them all, I will put them on play as I fall asleep and just let them roll. And at least then, it's been on your watch hours. But I like to watch because I like to know what's going on in your life. But, none of us are capable of doing everything. And so don't hold yourself responsible for that. Don't hold yourself responsible for taking care of everything. You can't do that. I love you all. I love all the content creators. I love everything they do. All those that are on my list that I try to watch and support. I try to go back, and they know by now that I've gotten really bad. I used to try and watch them all, like when they came out, and it got really hard for me to do anything else. And so now I try to go back and catch up, or at least run them while I'm crocheting in the background. They're running, and I may not get to comment on everything, but I'm trying to remember to watch and like them. And then I try to comment when I can to let them know I'm still here. I'm just in the background, because life and stuff. So, that's our catch up. We'll try to get this out today. This is Christmas Eve. Happy New Year. Hopefully this
Christmas Eve.
New Year's Eve. I'm trying to go backwards. I'd like to go back and do Christmas. Yeah, I'd like to start again. It went way too fast, and I don't feel like I was able to take the time I wanted to process and enjoy. But it is life, and so we move on. So, New Year's Eve. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
We hope you have a great New Year's Eve and a great New Year. And let's pray that 2025 is gentle and kind. And, yeah. Don't forget to be kind because
you don't know anybody else's journey.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.